Ark Survival of the Fittest is a free-to-play survival battle arena PvP game. It's basically the Hunger Games version of Ark Survival Evolved. In this video, I will be giving 10 tips to new players of this game mode, who have a basic understanding of Ark gameplay mechanics. So, without further ado, Number 1. Don't bother with the center. In the time it takes you to run to the center, grab a few items, and run back, you could have easily made all the important items already, and have made a safe distance from the spawn. When you run, you should craft these items in order: 1 pickaxe, 1 axe, 3 spears, 2 bows, 60 stone arrows, and 30 trank arrows. You can put these engrams on your hotbar before the match starts, so you can craft these items without ever having to open your inventory. In these 2 gameplay clips, you can see on the left a game where I went to the center, and on the right, a game where I went to the jungle right away. In the left game, by the time I finally make it off the platform, someone is already waiting for me with a spear, as well as a bow and arrows. On my right, I am already on the beach with everything I need to begin my game-winning run. Number 2. Avoid early confrontations. Killing another player will give you some experience, but early on in the game, they will not be worth that much. And the time it takes you to kill a player could be better spent gathering resources or taming dinos. Not to mention, attacking the other player will drain your resources, such as spears, arrows, stamina, and health, and may leave you open to counterattacks from other players or attacks from wild animals. That being said, attacking other players is a great way to acquire resources, like commandeering their dinos, or guns, or production facilities. But that's not a consideration until the mid or late game. In the early game, by attacking other players, you are just putting yourself at a disadvantage with very little returns. Keep in mind, when a player is killed, their dinosaurs can be claimed by anyone by walking up to them and clicking E. Number 3. Do not stand still. Crouch or jump to check your inventory or craft. This one is easy, but a common mistake made by new players. Headshots in this game do a lot more damage than most other FPS games, so standing still and letting your opponent get a good shot off could be crippling. Literally. Once your health is low, your movement speed will be lowered and you're dead in the water. So letting your opponent get the first hit could be run ending. If you're going to open your inventory for any reason, it's best to go prone first, at the very least. Hiding in bush and grass can also help too. Number 4. Get leather armor. The helmet and the shirt are the most important. As mentioned before, headshot damage in this game is a lot higher than other FPS games, and the armor you wear will mitigate the damage of the relevant localized damage area, so getting a helmet will offset your weak point. Your chest and your legs are also big targets, so you should prioritize crafting a shirt and pants next. It's very easy to get a full set of leather armor. 2 dilos or dodos should give more than enough, so you have no excuse. Don't forget to harvest the leather with the axe, as it is more efficient. Number 5. Get 3 spears as soon as possible, and always ensure you have 3 spears on you at all times. I've seen way too many new players get knocked out of the match from the Swarm event. In this event, every player is attacked by 20 or so Meganeura. Your best defense against these little bastards is your spear, as it has the highest DPS out of all the early game tech, as well as splash damage. When you see the Swarm event begin, start backing up immediately and look up at a 45-degree angle and start stabbing. You can collect the chitin to make great armor later on in the game if you ever get access to a smithy, and the meat can help with taming small carnivores. It's important to have 3 spears since they will break at random times. Every time you swing the spear, there is about a 3% chance it will break. Having a spear break at a bad time could mean your death, so it's always best to have backups. A headshot from a thrown spear will also one-shot an unarmored player. Number 6. Don't bother with shelter for acid rain. This event cannot kill you. It will cripple you and then stop doing damage. It will also damage your armor, so it's best to go naked until it stops. Building a shelter will stop the damage, but the time you waste building and waiting around could be better spent gathering flint or berries. It is not advisable to try to trank a dino during the rain, since a broken bone will massively hinder your ability to kite, and if you get killed by a level 3 trike, you're going to look like a fool. Number 7. Do not be afraid of the carnivore drop. Everything that drops during this event is going to be level 1. So as long as you've been following my steps, and you have leather armor and all the arrows you need, by the time this event hits, you should be prepared. 5 different dinosaurs can drop from this event. You can either get 3 raptors, 2 crocs, 1 carno, 1 spino, or 1 rex. You will be able to trank these dinos much faster than you can kill them, unless you have guns or tames. And once they are sleeping, you can kill them off or tame them. Number 8. Pay attention to drop locations. Both the herbivore and the carnivore drops will only drop dinosaurs on active players. This will not only give away your position, but it will also give away the position of every other player. Once the event starts, look up at the sky around you. If you see a set of dinosaurs fall, you know there's a player right underneath them. But be careful, they know you are there too. Number 9. Be sportsmanlike. Teaming up with friends in a free-for-all match is highly looked down upon by the community. And with a community as small as it is, you really don't want to gain a reputation of being that guy. Wildcard, the developers of ARK, has also gone on record saying they do not approve of unsportsmanlike teaming, and will even go as far as disqualify players from tournaments for doing it. If you want to play with a friend, there is always 2-player tribes and 4-player tribes. Or you could just play free-for-all with friends and shoot them in the face with an arrow. And finally, number 10. Do not expect to win. If you're just starting, you have to understand. You have a lot to learn about this game. How many trank arrows does it take to take down a level 1 Rex? How many metal ingots do you need to make a simple handgun and 40 bullets? How much damage would a stone arrow fired from a crossbow do to a player who is wearing a leather helmet? You don't need to know the answer to these questions, but the more you learn, the better equipped you will be. So take it slow and improve over time. Also, keep in mind, most free-for-all games have about 20 players in them. So if you're equally matched with everyone, you have a 1 in 20 shot at winning. That's only 5 times in 100 games. So don't sweat it if you get one shot from a gun, or you lose your dinosaur to some bullshit Meganura swarm. Just get out there and try your best to survive. I hope this video will improve your Ark gameplay, as well as your enjoyment of the game. There is still tons to teach and learn, so if you have the time, feel free to check out my other videos. I post a full game every day, and watching me would be a great way to learn, not only from my successes, but also from my mistakes. If you have any more tips you want to share, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'd love to hear them. I'll see you around. Until then, take it easy.